Now some good news for you, the food guy. And with the Jewish high holidays beginning next week, there is suddenly demand on the North Shore for trays of bagels, smoked fish, and other deli staples. And our food guy says Evanston boasts not only a new bagel shop, but a new deli as well. Steve Dolinsky joining us now in studio with the story. Steve?
Hey, Allison, these are difficult businesses to get into. Not everybody undertakes this. There is a lot of smoking, curing, and baking going on these days in Evanston, not only at a new deli, inspired by the owner's own childhood memories of growing up on the North Shore, but a new bagel shop as well, where the owner was inspired by a trip to Montreal.
Hand rolling, boiling, and baking are the keys to a good bagel. And at Lefty's Righteous Bagels in Evanston, which doubles as a coffee shop, the business plan is simple.
The business plan is people love bagels. I love bagels.
Nadborn was inspired by what he saw and tasted in Montreal.
We hand roll our bagels like they do in Montreal. Then we boil them in honey water, which they do as well. And then it goes into a wood-fired oven, which is very Montreal.
The only difference here is they proof the dough overnight, resulting in larger bagels, which will serve them well for sandwiches. Unique flavors like Kerrygold cheddar, jardinera, and rosemary pink salt provide flavorful bases for schmears. The boil and bake method results in predictable outcomes.
Denser on the outside and chewy on the inside.
A half-mile north, Mensch's Deli is the new kid in town, and if you don't speak Yiddish, it translates as
a good person.
Demar and his friends are trying to recreate childhood memories on the plate.
I mean, I grew up at Kaufman's and Max and Benny's and Max's, and it's food I've loved since I was a kid, and I was tired of having to drive that far.
Cheese blintzes with berries, crispy potato latkes, assorted pickles, and fish platters laden with house-smoked whitefish salad or cured salmon. All the greatest hits are here.
We're not going to make everything in-house just to say we can, but if we can make a better version than what we can buy, we would.
They rub and smoke brisket for their pastrami, sliced thin and piled high with mustard on rye. Same goes for the turkey with coleslaw and Thousand Island. Sometimes they import Acme Nova lox, but they also make gravlax in-house.
My dad's been making gravlax since I was a kid, so I use his recipe and we cure that in-house and slice it.
Matzo ball soup is a given. The broth alone will bring back memories for a certain segment of the population.
You know, people are coming in with their expectations and they're heartfelt. They're things they grew up eating. Some people consider it a sin to put herbs in your matzo ball, right? But that's how I grew up eating them, so that's what tastes good to me.
There's also a newly expanded pastry program with chocolate babka, crumb coffee cake, and banana bread with chocolate chips. Yum. More info about Lefty's and Mensch's on our website, NBCChicago.com. Just search for The Food Guy. I get asked a lot, why aren't there more delis in Chicagoland?
Yeah.
You can see how much work there is to do everything, like smoking and curing and baking and yeah.
It all looks so delicious. I think I'm going to have a bagel for breakfast.
Yeah, sounds good with little lox and schmear.
Why not?
Yeah, okay,
You're
great.
Such a mensch.
Yeah.